Hi family, welcome again to my channel, Option B by Margaret. Today I want to bring you some content concerning our children because we are concerned about the safety of our children. You know, today when I came home from school, I decided to go to the farm and pick some veggies. You know, I do a little farming. Those are spinach. I also picked some skuma wiki. I've grown them down there in my farm. So after creating this, after this video, I'm going to chop my veggies and prepare supper. Today, I want to eat some ugali. I want to enjoy corn through ugali. Look, I've not bought. I just picked them from my farm. Very green. Thank you for coming again to my channel. I think I'm going to decorate my channel today with my veggies. They are going to be just here as we speak, so that maybe you can also ask me to give you tips on how I do it. So interesting. Thank you. Welcome to my channel, Option B by Margaret. Before we continue, I want you to give me thumbs up, and for people who are new in this channel, I request you to subscribe so that we can have a larger family. And I've just told you I'm going to talk about the safety of our children. Today it is not. Today things are not as good as they used to be. I remember when we were young, we would travel miles and miles away from home. A distance would walk from 6 to 8, and no one would harm you. And the parents were not worried because those days there were no dangers, unless maybe, but rarely. It was rare to hear that something happened to a child when he or she was going to school. But today, you all know how unsafe the world has become. Oh, bad people are behind our children. And these are the gifts that we have been given by the Lord, so that they can succeed us when we are out of this world. Our families, our generation will continue through our children. Therefore, we all need to take care of them. It is not possible any longer for our children to go to school near our homes, because sometimes the nearest place where the children can go to school, sometimes there is no vacancy, or for reasons known by the parents, they feel that that school near your home is not good for her. Therefore, we prefer to look for vacancies away from home, places where our children cannot walk and where they are supposed to go by public means from home to a far distance, and the school in a place where they are not known. So it is only the school community that knows our children, but on the way or outside the school, they are not known. What can we do to protect our children? For those who are able to make arrangements for the children to be transported from home to school through private means, those ones are better, they are safe. But those who are going to school through public means, we need to do something to make sure that our children go to school safely and come back home safely. Why am I saying this? It is not one or two children who have gone to school and never came back home. That was not the wish of the guardian. That was not the wish of their parents, but it just happened. We have very many evil people in the world who have evil spirit. Huh? They have evil spirits which are destructive. They want to ruin our children. They want to haunt them. They want to make sure they do not realize their goals. They don't realize their visions. Huh? Maybe in the world today there's no love. People have hated one another for no reasons. People are no longer religious. They do not fear God. So if we are enemies as adults, if for any reason we have a quarrel or there's something that happened that made us to not to be friendly, some people decide to revenge through children. Why do you hear some these days that a certain child was hijacked? He or she went missing. And then after some time, you hear that that child never came back or only the body was seen. My people, my family, what has become of the world? What is wrong with the society today? And the way people loved children in the past. The way everyone was concerned about the safety of our children. What is wrong today? Huh? Everyone says about me. I want me, myself, and I. Only my child, I want him to survive. I only want my child to have good education. I only want my child to have a good job. Your child alone cannot live in the world. He must have friends. He must have workmates. He must have people to socialize with. He must have people to fellowship with, even in church. And then when we destroy them, what will happen? What will happen to the world tomorrow? So, there's one thing I would like to tell you, mothers or guardians or parents. When your child is growing, teach him about his safety every day or regularly. Don't think that he has understood because you taught him once. Even at school, they are taught every day. We remind them about strangers every day. A stranger to a child is someone that he does not know. Tell him not to trust strangers. Because we tell them that some strangers are bad. Some strangers are dangerous. Some strangers can harm you. So don't trust anybody that you do not know. Also tell your children not to walk alone on their way to school or back from school to home. We tell them to walk in groups so that they can be security to one another. If by bad luck a stranger wanted to attack one of the children, the others can scream and call for help. And then God will protect them and will provide security from adults or other friendly people nearby. Something else, remind your children not to walk in dark places alone. Dark places, like for example, sometimes children decide to go to explore, to go for adventure on their way from school to home. So if they are released at midday, they'll go into the forest, into the farms where there are tall crops, and spend a lot of time there looking for wild fruits. Yes, it's also what we used to do. But today it's dangerous. When they are in dark places, they can be attacked. Mm, They can be attacked. Warn them about people who give them gifts. Tell them those people who give them gifts, and especially things to eat, biscuits, candies, cakes. Tell them not to accept these things from strangers, because it's through these things that they'll be lured by the strangers, and then they are hijacked, they are taken to places where mm, they will be attacked, mm, they will be ruined, they will be done any bad thing. Mm? Children love being given gifts. They are very happy when they are carried in vehicles. So a stranger can stop by the roadside and sweet talk them. Hi, how are you? Where are you coming from? Hey, come I give you a lift. Come I take you to your mom. Where does your mom live? They'll tell them innocently. What is the name of your mom? The child will say. And he can be cheated. Oh yes, we were with your mom and she told me to carry you to her place of work. She will follow that person. Tell them not to accept rides, not to be carried by any motorists if they do not know them. Let them not trust people they do not know, because these are the people who are taking away our children, and they are going to harm them. They are going to drag them. They are going to rape them. They are going to use them like slaves. They will be closed up in unknown places, and they will face all sort of bad things. So, teaching the children how to take care of themselves is very important. Also, if you know that your child's school is far, escort him, especially when they are going to school early. Escort your child until you reach a place where you feel that this place is open. There are many children who are traveling. Now you can let her or him go with those other children. But if you are coming from a home that is somewhere inside, that should be required to travel alone, maybe for a half a kilometer or a kilometer all alone, and it is dark, parents, please be responsible enough. Don't be left by your child in bed and let him walk alone in the dark. Make sure that your child is secure. This is a gift you are given by God. Your child is not your own. Your child is God's creation. Take care of this God's creation, because if you do not, God will ask you to give the account of what you did. You will pay if you don't take care of them. Also, tell them not to go to town alone. Parents, why do you send your children to the shops alone at night? You find that a child is going to the shop alone past 7, past 8 p.m. Why can't you do without that thing that she's going to buy for you? Where were you during the day? Huh? Arrange, make arrangements. Plan your meals. Make sure you know what you need on that day so that you buy them in good time. Let the child be safe by letting him stay in home when there's no daylight. Because when you send your child to the shop at night, you are putting him at risk, or her. She can be hijacked or kidnapped, and you start crying for, you say somebody is your enemy, but though he is your enemy, what have you done to make sure that your child is safe? Something else. Do not write full names of your children on their clothes in exposed places. For example, it's wrong to write the names of your child on the outside of the sweater or the jacket at the back, somewhere somebody can read. If your child is called Francis Bithi or Francis Bithi, so somebody may come and call him Francis, and he will answer. When he's called by his name, he will think that this person knows him. And now he can be a prey of these evil people who are looking for children to harm them. You have heard in the media, you have seen on the TV, you have heard in the radios, and you have read newspapers, and all these things are there, they are food in the social media. Let us take care of our children. Let us take precaution. Also, in the streets, want them not to pass through narrow paths between buildings where maybe no people are passing there, and if there are many people passing, there are not many, just a few. One person in a long while. This is also dangerous. Let us take care of our children. Do not see like you are wasting time when you escort your child to school. Do not see like you are wasting time when you are going to pick your child from school if he's not old enough to take care of himself. Do you hear? Parents, I'm talking to you. I have also seen some parents who are so irresponsible. You find that a child, a 4-year-old, is being let alone to go and cross the road on her own. What work are you doing at home to let your young child to go and cross the road alone? It is your duty to escort him or her and make sure that he has crossed the road safely. Because if you do not do that, it's only a second. A second can pass and you miss your child forever. So let us think about our children safely. Our children's safety. Not safety. No, it can work. Let us take care of them. So that is all I had for today, and I wish that you have all found the sense of this video, because I feel children are now in danger. So I'll talk about this topic again, safety of our children, in another video which I'm going to upload after this one. And this one will be about the safety at home, because through experience, I know that there are people who are at home and they are enemies of our children. And you do not know. Some know, others don't know. So please watch out because I'm going to upload another one that you cannot miss to watch. You cannot afford to miss that one because it's also going to be very educative. Bye for now. Give this video likes. Also, make sure that you subscribe if you are a new a visitor in this channel. Bye.